So, my friends, I normally don't do these because I don't like covering current events in the news, but this shit was so funny. I couldn't help myself. I have to. I have to cover this. The gauntlet has been thrown. There has been a slapping across the face of Mr. Biden, former Vice President Biden. The die has been cast. I believe he probably lost his saving throw. I am 100% sure that the trap card has been flipped. That the counter spell has been done. Whatever game reference you want. Let's do this. Just let me show you the gloriness of this gauntlet, this die. The failed saving throw. He rolled a 1. Just saying. Putin challenges Biden to live public debate without any delays and directly. What does he mean by that? Well, if you read down, he's like, I have a solution to this friction we have. Let's demonstrate how much of a worthless, weak leader you really are. With a public debate. What amazes me is you half won against Trump by lying and having somebody in your ear the first debate. The second debate, he made you look like a dumbass. And you still somehow won through totally legitimate and non-corrupted or rigged or changed elections in what any way, shape, or form. I mean, you totally won it, totally legit. Can't argue with that, Mr. Vice President, former Vice President. Putin made this proposal as a part of the Kremlin's response to Mr. Biden's denunciations of him and that specter of Russia and interfering with our elections and la 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 la. The longtime Russian strongman told a state TV reporter Thursday in reaction to Mr. Biden's having called him a killer that he just thought now of a response. He was just sitting there thinking, you know what? I want to propose to President Biden that to continue our discussion, but on a condition that we do so basically live, as it's called, without any delays and directly in an open, direct discussion. So what he is asking for is a live, open, meaning to the public, direct discussion of why he seems to think that Putin's a killer. Could be said that Putin probably is. Russians are kind of crazy bitches. Not all of them, though. I've met quite a few very interesting and very, very cool Russians, but the way, he's former KGB. He's got to be both a badass and somebody you just don't fuck with, like somebody not to be trusted. Just saying. And he says to the Kremlin chief, said that it seems to me that this would be interesting for the people of Russia and for the people of the United States. Oh, you glorious scumbag. Yes, it would. It would be epic. It would be so epic that I couldn't help but make the meme that is the clip art for this freaking... Clip art? Listen to me. That's the thumbnail for this freaking video. This is equivalent of the vegans and their screeching, non-incessant screechings. The SJWs that never want to answer or respond to anybody. Or the... hell, Carl Benjamin did this a couple times. So did Styx. So did just about everybody else, actually, if you think about it. Basically, Putin stepped down and said, debate me, bro. It's fucking epic, man. Can you imagine? You know this isn't going to happen, right? Everybody knows that Putin's going to be like, oh, come on, man. I ain't going to debate that dog. I can't. He's a killer. He's a horrible person. He tried to interfere in our elections, even though it was... Poodles. That's going to be Biden's response. I wanted to put in the bottom response. Did you say Thursday? But the thing is, that would be like, hey, did you threw the gauntlet and I'm responding? So I was like, no. I needed a better word. So, eat that meme up, pass it along. I think I'm going to bounce that around along with this video to literally everywhere. Because, make this shit happen. It's not going to happen. I totally know it's not going to happen. You want to know why? No State of Union address. Biden didn't bother doing one because he couldn't. He tried to, I have questions. If you have questions now, wow. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to leave that in. You know what? He's like, if you got questions, Miss Pelosi, I'll take them now. And she's like, turn the camera off. This guy's as crazy as I am. Yeah. So, not a few conservatives on Twitter cringed at the prospect. Well, of course they would. As Mr. Biden is yet to hold a live press conference with a far friendlier U.S. press corps. Yeah. The ones that are presently on their knees, mouths open, ready for the full facial. Those people have been, like, the most pathetic turncoats I've ever seen. You see a couple hard questions to his press secretary, but she likes to circle back. Ain't no circle back, girl. Ain't no circle back. That shit's bananas. Anyways, after losing his train of thought, he often refers to Kamala Harris as vice president. He can't remember some of the people he's appointed. Can't even remember what day it is, I bet. That was something Mr. Putin himself seemed to acknowledge without his tongue in his cheek. I don't know what the fuck that means. But at the very end, he said, with regard to my U.S. colleague's remark, we have indeed, as he said, met in person. What would I tell him? I would say stay healthy. I wish him good health. He went to add, I'm saying this without irony or tongue-in-cheek. Because he knows he's fucking senile and 77. Putin's like, what, in his 60s maybe? How old is Putin now? I don't know. I'm not going to look that up right now. He's not that old. I think he's pushing 60, maybe 70. He looks pretty healthy for as old as he is. The KGB is, old, and the Iron Curtain was before I was born. So he's got to be pushing 60 or so. Of course, he was post-Stalin, so somewhere around there. But I digress. I hope this shit happens. I really do. I know it's not going to, because Biden can't even take good, easy questions, let alone have Putin drill him like, why are you calling me a killer? What's up with that? Didn't you just bomb a bunch of people in Syria, including women and children? Weren't you under the Obama administration murdering kids? Didn't you just back Cuomo, who committed genocide on your own land? In your own country. But those 6 rape allegations, though. Right? Oh, no, not just rape. Sexual misconduct. Excuse me. He touched people inappropriate, but 15,000 people dead. You guys have weird priorities. That's all I gotta say. So anyways, I think I'll leave it there. Like, share, subscribe. Link this video everywhere because it's funny as shit. I'll have a link in the description with the archived version of this because, we can't trust Washington Post to actually do their job properly, considering they just got busted in a 2-month lie that was used in the impeachment trial. But that's neither here nor there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be putting this all over BitChute and everywhere else. See you next time.